we have a brand. I know that we can mention this. This is a LVMH company, a
Okay.
Starboard. This is a cruise ships, and we
Okay.
priced
Oh,
42 cruise lines based, guys, on the destination point. And means
Okay.
that the AI challenge is that we know this is a premium or is a standard and where it's going. And the idea is, of course, to increase the consumption on the boat, not offshore.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, and if you arrived in Paris, you need to continue shopping in our duty free, right? And on
yeah.
the liner, and of course the all this stuff. But yeah, that is a very cool setup when there's 42. It's technically a shopping mall on the water, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But we just then we realized, it is moving, and we crawled. We also collect a lot of data, right? It's like not. By the way, we not mentioned this, but ML not working only on the retail data. We collect a lot of data outside, like traffic information, competitor prices, weather, hyperlocal
Said weather.
events.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, this combined in this data set, and it seems like your iPhone when you're typing, yeah, you're getting this. If you will train only on your algorithm, Chris, maybe it will take 20, 30 years to get to the point that we can suggest you next word because it's too much, too little inputs.
Right.
And yeah, and just imagine for us the challenge saying, okay, we collect data on the all destination points. We know what is going on, and algorithm know when this and the repricing happens overnight because they usually shift at night, right? When you sleep, the ship is moving to the new location, and the price is also changing. Yeah, this is fun case study.
No, that's great. So God, yeah, I never thought about that either. I'm thinking about a lot of new things,
I
Alex. This is
know.
great. So yeah, the floating shopping malls too. I've never thought about that either. But do you have any? So what's on the horizon for pricing? Like, do you have any predictions for where it's headed next
No,
as a
like we touched
science?
Yeah, you touched this today. The personalized pricing, of course,
Mm-hmm.
make it more personalized, and especially you see this is Gen Zs. They're growing in absolutely personalized environment, and you see those. We right now see the rise of this TikTok shopping. Technically, the world is going backwards, right? We all this our grandmother sitting on the TVs and doing this shop on the
Right.
TikTok. The
What's
same.
old is new again. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really booming, and this is something what I see even will be accelerate. And again, for the all retailers who really was afraid of that, people is ready. They giving this gamification experience everywhere. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, starting on the flight tickets, and this coming to the retail as well.
Gamification.
And yeah, and again, I think in this environment, where you also guys mentioned many times in your podcast that the labor cost increase, the inflation right now is better, but no one knows. I feel still like the market recession is coming, but just maybe just was delayed because world is busy in other thing with
Right.
the wars, with the COVID, and say, okay, let's wait at it, but they come. And even the small teeny retailers like groceries is most challenging industry from the gross margin perspective. They desperately need it because that is actually helps to make your price perception, because again you create your price perception even without making the purchase, right? Because you come to the store, you see something like for example, you love the cereals and it was destroyed by price of milk, and you not bought cereals because milk was insane. And this is something what should be considered, and they need to be there. And yeah, this personalized pricing with adoption of SL and better data flow, and retail will use as more and more machine learning in different perspectives, not only for pricing, for promo optimization, for assortment is already there, right, and the replenishment stuff, etc. That
Well,
we
yeah, I mean,
really
Alex,
recognize.
something that I've learned here throughout this conversation is that there are, which many people listening know, like there are so many more factors and inputs going into what ultimately determines pricing where we are right now, and even more that will come into play as we go into the future and you start to try to get even more personalized with your pricing offerings. You try to even do things to benefit your loyal customers over other customers that are just walking in. Like the complexity is only going to grow. So it makes a lot of sense that you would start to invest in a platform that can help you manage that, because it's certainly not going to be happening manually.
Yeah, exactly. That is, this we passed the world where the things was manual or just automation. Again,
Yeah.
a lot of software guys, what we know in Dread is about automation, but not about optimization.
Right.
Yeah, and of course we can create nice words when we do automation is also optimization, but not with that all the data what you have right now, you don't need to think anymore. Of
Right.
course, you need. Actually, the fun that you not touch the point that, because I also hear it very often that, hey, you're doing this, that you will, this is people will fire it. AI is replacing the jobs, but no one calculate how much AI create the new jobs,
Yeah.
right? And for us, they're saying still human in place, as you can't work with ChatGPT alone, right? You need to prompt him properly,
Yeah, right.
see the future, and right now the
Train the
human will just
models.
pointing the directions and putting the guardrails and play with the guardrails. My users right now, they're just playing with the limits. Oh, what happens if I put limit like that or like that? And they still need to see and what is doing, but they're not spending time. And we have this promotion what we just launched. We're saying our mission is to actually unlock your time for more valuable things. And these valuable things, like you grab your kids from kindergarten earlier, because when I was sitting in Deloitte with the red eyes from 8 a.m. till late 2 a.m. at night to complete the repricing of this store. And I know how many all these merchants still doing that. It's insane. That's, again, guys, there's something more advanced than human brain exists. Yeah, and this already here.